are going to learn about liquidation. So here, what is liquidation? Liquidation means it's a process of winding up of the company, which means sell assets of the company, pay back debts of the company. If any amount is available, the balance is distributed to the shareholders. Okay, so this process taken over by the liquidator. Okay, so the liquidator appointed by the court. Okay, so here the liquidator taken over all assets of the company. So he converts it into the cash. Then it is used to pay back the debts of the company. Okay, so after completion of this process, so the company automatically removed from the register of the company. Okay, so this is called liquidation. Here, what we have to find the liquidator final account. Liquidator final account. Okay, here the problem is given. In this problem, they require to prepare liquidator's final account. Okay, so here they given in the problem remuneration 2% of amount realized, which means the remuneration should be calculated on the realized amount. Okay, which means the liquidator sold the company assets, converts into the cash. Okay, so we have to pay the commission to the liquidator on total realized value. Okay, second commission is 2% on unsecured creditors. Here liquidator receiving two commissions. One is the amount realized, second one is the unsecured creditors. Okay, at the same time in the problem they given liabilities, preference creditors, debentures, unsecured creditors. When we pay liabilities, so liquidator sold the asset, collect the cash used to pay the debts. Okay, so the liquidator sold land and building worth of 20,000, plant and machinery worth of 18,650, furniture and fittings worth of 1,000 rupees. So the total value of asset is 39,650 rupees. 39,650 rupees. Okay, so this amount used to pay back the debts. So the debts also pay on hierarchy basis. The debts pay on hierarchy basis, which means first we have to pay the secured creditors. Secured creditors in this in the liability list, secured creditors is not given. So in the second one, liquidators remuneration. Sorry, legal charges. Okay, here legal charges given in the problem. So liquidation expenses, how much? 1,000 rupees. First we have to pay liquidation expenses. Okay, then we have to pay debentures. Whom to pay? Debentures. This is the second payment. Then third payment is preferential creditors. Okay, after payment, if any amount available, that amount pay to the unsecured creditors. Okay, pay to the unsecured creditors. Okay, so based on this data, what we have to prepare? Liquidator final account. Liquidator final account. Receipts, rupees, payments, rupees. Okay, so in the receipt side, we have to record the sale of assets. Okay, land and building. What's the value? 20,000 rupees. Plant and machinery, 18,650. Furniture and fittings, 1,000 rupees. Okay, in the payment side, we have to record. In the payment side, we have to pay hierarchy basis. There is a 10 points. You have to by heart the 10 points. It is mandatory. Okay. So first one, secured creditors not given. So we could not take it. Okay. In the second one, liquidation expenses. So we have to pay liquidation expenses. Liquidation expenses. 1,000 rupees paid. Okay. Second payment is liquidator's remuneration. Liquidator remuneration. liquidator remuneration calculated on two bases. One is amount realized. Second one is unsecured creditors. Okay. So how much amount realized on assets?
39,650.
39,650. What we have to write? How to calculation of liquidators remuneration. Liquidators remuneration. Calculation of liquidators remuneration. Okay. So what's assets value available? 39,650 rupees. The assets sold and converted into the cash. The value is 39,650. On it, we have to pay, which means the company should pay commission 2%. 2 by 100 equals to what's the value? 793. Okay. So you have to record 793 rupees in the inner column. Why? Because there is another remuneration we have to calculate to the liquidator. Liquidator receiving two remuneration. One remuneration on the assets realized, another remuneration on the unsecured creditors. Okay, first one is completed. So that's why you have to record it in the inner column. Okay. So now what we have to calculate here? So if you observe here, the total available amount is 39,650. Out of that, as per hierarchy, we paid 1,000 rupees, 793. Then third one is debentures. Third payment is debentures. So paid. Third payment is debentures. Debenture value is 10,000 rupees. Next, fourth one is preferential creditors. So what is the value of preferential creditors? 10,000 rupees. Okay. So the total available amount is assets realized value is 39,650. 20,000 plus 18,650 plus 1,000 equals to 39,650 minus. So that we pay from out of this we have to pay 1,000 plus 793 plus 10,000 plus 10,000. What's the total?
21,793.
21,793. Okay. So after payment, how much balance is available to us?
17,857.
17,857 amount is available. This amount transferred to unsecured creditors. Amount available to unsecured creditors. This amount available to unsecured creditors. Before pay back to unsecured creditors, we have to calculate commission. On unsecured creditors. I repeat, before paying debt to the unsecured creditors, we have to calculate commission on unsecured creditors. Okay. So how much amount available on unsecured creditors? 17,857 into amount available to unsecured creditors into rate divided by 100% rate. I repeat the formula: amount available to unsecured creditors into rate divided by 100 plus rate. Okay, so amount available to unsecured creditors is 17,857 into the rate is 2. Rate is 2 divided by 100 plus rate. 100 plus rate. The rate of commission how much? 2. Okay, so calculate the commission. 17,857 into 2 divided by 102. 350. So the total remuneration to the liquidator 793 plus 350 equals to 1,143 rupees. 1,143 rupees. So this remuneration calculated on the assets realized. This remuneration calculated on the unsecured amount available to unsecured creditors. Okay. So we have to deduct commission or the liquidator remuneration. How much liquidator remuneration? 350. Okay. 350. Deduct it please. 17,507. This amount 17,507 rupees should pay to the unsecured creditors. Payment to unsecured creditors. Unsecured creditors. 17,507. Okay. So, what's the value of receipt side and payment side?
39,650.
39,650. We receive 39,650 and we pay
39,650.
back debts 39,650. The balance is 0. The balance is 0. Okay. So again I'll give overview. Okay. So the liquidator take over assets, sell the assets, land and building worth of 20,000, content machinery 80,650, picture and furniture and fittings 1,000 rupees. Okay, total is 39,650. Out of that, he should pay on hierarchy basis. Security creditors not available. Second one, liquidation expenses. Okay, then liquidators remuneration. Liquidator remuneration first we have to calculate based on the assets realized value. Okay, the assets realized value is 39,650 into 200. The remuneration is 793. We have to record in the inner column. Okay, so they'll pay debenture holders 10,000 rupees. Next payment of preferential creditors. The remaining balance. So how much available we have to find there? So the assets amount realized is 39,650. Payment is 21,793 rupees. So the amount available to the unsecured creditors is 17,857. Before you pay to the unsecured creditors, you have to calculate commission. Okay. So 17,857 into 2 by 100 plus 2 equals to that you get 350 rupees. Okay. You should add to the liquidator's remuneration plus 350, totally 1,143. Okay. So then you have to deduct 17,857 minus 350. So ultimately the net value received by the unsecured creditor 17,507 rupees. Okay. If still balance is available after payment of unsecured creditors, liquidator should pay to the shareholders. Okay. Then after settlement, the balance is after settlement it's automatically deleted from register of the company. Thank you.